Here's why you're not getting views on your YouTube videos, shorts, live streams, etc., and how to fix it. YouTube is an amazing platform, and while views aren't everything, they are a result of doing things your audience and YouTube cares about. Speaking of, I wanted to thank everyone who voted on this video topic in the community tab. Notice how I'm putting the audience first? That's the key. YouTube wants us as creators to make content that keeps people watching and leaves them satisfied. If you've never heard of viewer satisfaction, it's basically how YouTube decides to recommend content. YouTube has hundreds of factors that influence recommendations, but here are a few that we as creators can focus on. Let's start with a quote from YouTube about how likes and dislikes matter. Quote, "Our recommendation system learns from whether or not viewers are choosing to watch a video. It learns how much of the video the viewer watches and if they're satisfied. Your overall video performance is decided by a combination of these factors." End quote. Understanding these factors helps us as creators know what both YouTube and our viewers are looking for. Figuring out why your videos aren't getting views is the first step in learning how to fix it. One mistake I made on my gaming channel, and that I've seen other creators make, is switching content types too often. For example, all the videos were Let's Plays, but the games, the stories, and the characters were so different that my audience just couldn't keep up. I've also seen travel vloggers switch to non-travel vlogs and wonder why it didn't work, or beauty channels talk about gardening and being surprised that their audience didn't care. Here's the thing, YouTube doesn't just promote your videos to your subscribers. It finds videos for your audience based on their viewing habits. So, if you make 10 videos about a certain topic and they start gaining traction, YouTube has figured out that that content matches what people are interested in or looking for. But if you suddenly switch to a completely different topic, like a new game or subject, don't be surprised when it doesn't perform as well. You've already trained your viewers and YouTube to expect a certain type of content from you. Staying consistent and learning what your audience likes is key. Now, this does not mean you can never experiment, but you do need to build a solid foundation first. Let's think of the brand like McDonald's. They started with burgers in 1954, they mastered that and didn't expand until breakfast until 1972, which is nearly 20 years later. Even then, they rolled out breakfast slowly, perfecting it along the way. Right now, we're in the burger making phase. It takes time to learn what works, so focus on making content that you love and that you can see yourself creating for easily the next 5 years. Once you've made about 10 to 20 videos and have learned what your audience likes, then you can start thinking about expanding your ideas just like McDonald's did. If you want to experiment, you can use free tools like Google Trends to check if there's interest in a new topic. Another reason you might not be getting views is that you're making the video first and then focusing on the title, the thumbnail, and the other details after you've already made the video. This is backwards. Your title and thumbnail are the first thing people see, so you need to plan and think of those before you even start recording a normal video, a YouTube short, or a live stream. When you focus on your audience, keep consistent, and nail your titles and thumbnails, you'll start seeing those views grow. This doesn't just mean thinking about what you want to talk about. It means thinking about what your audience wants to see. Again, your personality and opinion, they matter, but not as much as the message, the entertainment, etc. that you want to provide to a viewer. YouTube's Inspiration tab is an amazing tool for this. It's part of YouTube Studio, and YouTube's been expanding on it, and it's made it even more helpful. YouTube's Inspiration tab shows you what your audience is watching, what they're interested in, and the kinds of videos that are currently being watched by your viewers. Or you can use a tool like Creative Fuel, which integrates directly with YouTube's Inspiration tab. That way you know your audience is interested in a video, and you can make a video that you want to make too. I'll have an affiliate link to Creative Fuel and other amazing tools you might want to try in the description. This information is incredibly valuable because it helps you create videos that your audience is already interested in. We as the creator also can decide based on these ideas what video to make. Think about it. YouTube is literally giving you advice and a roadmap of what the audience wants to see. Remember, when you're not putting the audience first, you can't be surprised when it's only you watching and your content doesn't perform well. For example, if you see your audience is watching a lot of videos, shorts, live streams, etc. around a certain topic, but you're making videos around something completely different, it's no wonder why that content isn't getting the views you want. Planning your content based around what your audience is already watching is crucial because it allows YouTube to promote your videos to the right people. Again, this doesn't mean you can't create whatever your heart desires. It just means you really need to consider what your audience wants to see. So, before you make your next video, check out the Inspiration tab to get a feel for what your audience is engaging with, and create that content that fits those interests. And, equally as important, your interests. And hey, that doesn't mean you can't be creative or put your own spin on things, but it does mean you need to find a balance between what you enjoy making and what your audience wants to watch. The better you understand this balance, the more successful your content will be. The truth is, planning content isn't just about having a great idea. It's about making sure that your great idea is aligned with what your audience cares about. When you do that, both yourself, your viewers, and YouTube are satisfied. Another reason you might not be getting views is because you're not looking at YouTube analytics in the right light. When I help creators, a lot of them are afraid to look at their analytics. I understand it can be a lot to take in, so let's break it down and why it's important. Let's start with YouTube Shorts. Now, these can easily get views, but then quickly lose interest. This happens a lot, and it's totally normal. About once a week, we have someone new who joins our Discord and lets us know about this exact situation. But what's really important is keeping an eye on your swipe away rate. This is like CTR or click-through rate for normal videos and live streams. When people scroll through YouTube Shorts, they might be swiping away from your YouTube short before it finishes. Your swipe away rate tells you how quickly people are moving past your content. This is an important piece of analytics. It helps you understand if you're losing their interest fast. Now, this is similar to how regular video CTR tells you how many people are clicking on your video when they see it on YouTube. Here's some of the analytics you should be checking out for all content types. For YouTube Shorts, focus on improving your swipe away rate. The lower it is, the better. It means people are sticking around to watch more of your short, and with 3-minute shorts and potentially longer on the horizons, this is crucial. For normal videos and live streams, keep an eye out on your impressions click-through rate. This shows how many people are clicking on your video after seeing the thumbnail. Impressions are generated around a lot of factors, but the main one is topic, and that influences any type of content you make. For all content types, pay attention to average view duration and average percentage viewed. These tell you how long people are watching and what percentage of your videos they're sticking around for. The higher these numbers, the more likely YouTube will recommend the content to others who are also interested in that content type. YouTube wants viewers to stay on YouTube and to watch as much as possible. The reason for YouTube is they want the viewer to watch an ad and potentially earn money, but also the viewer to be satisfied with their YouTube experience. So if people are swiping away from your YouTube Shorts or not watching a good chunk of your regular videos, live streams, or podcasts, YouTube will start showing those content pieces less often. Keeping track of all these stats will help you not only understand where you might be losing viewers, but it can also help you make adjustments to keep them watching longer. Here's some ideas on how we can fix those issues, keep people watching a bit longer, and start getting more views. First, use YouTube's Inspiration tab to guide your content creation. This tool shows you what your audience has been watching and what's trending, so look for patterns in the topics and styles that perform well and that you like to make. Then, focus on making videos that caters to your audience interest and not just your own. Always ask yourself, will my audience care about this? Sometimes a quick idea is better in a YouTube short than a full dedicated video. And sometimes a video isn't long enough and a live stream or a podcast is better. It's up to us as creators to figure out the right content type for each idea. It's also crucial to plan your content around a strong title and thumbnail before you even hit record. These are the first thing your audience sees and they need to grab attention. When it comes to shorts, make sure you're focusing on relevance and timeliness. It's so important to hook a viewer. If on a normal video we have about 30 seconds, on YouTube Shorts we have about 3, due to how easy it is to swipe away and watch the next short. Shorts thrive on trending topics, so if you're too late to the party, they may not perform as well. Don't be afraid to test new ideas, but make sure to review your analytics and data afterwards to see what's working and adjust your content strategy accordingly. Whether it's your posting schedule or sticking to your particular niche, being consistent helps your audience and YouTube know how to promote your content to the right audience. If you follow these steps and put your audience first, you'll be in a much better position to earn those views. Remember, YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. It takes time. If you want more help, consider joining a community like our Can Do creator community. We have a Discord full of creators where you can get feedback, advice, and support on your YouTube journey. Or check out that video on SEO and how it can help you. I'm Andrew Can, and if I can learn from my mistakes, then you can too.